If an assignment has been permanently deleted from the grading center by mistake, can the data be restored? This is a very serious question because any deletion from the grading center is difficult to trace. However, you can send us a request to technical support and we will contact the system administrator. We will make attempts to see if it can actually be retrieved or not. This depends on the system administrator, but what I would recommend to you is that every little while you should come to the grading center and work offline and take a complete download of the grading center in the form of an Excel file. This way, you'll have it saved on your laptop. We will make attempts to see if it can actually be retrieved or not. This depends on the system administrator, but what I would recommend to you is that every little while you should come to the grading center and work offline and take a complete download of the grading center in the form of an Excel file so that you have it saved on your laptop. You might ask why? Because when you open the grading center, you'll know if any issues arise or if a student took their test and scored 0, 10, or 16. You can also do what in offline mode, you can download and upload. It will definitely be on your laptop. Opening the grading center shows issues or student scores like 0, 10, or 16. Offline, download and upload. Upload the grading center Excel file back if issues occur, retaining student names and grades. Regularly save a copy of the grading center on your laptop. If deleted, contact the system administrator, though restoration is rare. Let's continue. In downloading, meaning that if any problem occurs, you can download the update center, which is the Excel file that you downloaded. You can download it again, and it will be posted here with the same names of the students and their same grades that you see here. So what does this mean? The most important advice is that every now and then, you should take a copy from the grading center and keep it on your laptop. But if something gets deleted, in that case, we refer to the system administrator, as they are the ones who can assist us. However, it's rare to see something being restored. All right, let's continue quickly now. The part we will see together now is, of course, when you log into the course and want to know the students who are in the course and the number of students in the course, you go to users and groups and then select users. When you select users, a page will appear showing you the students' data. Is it just the students' data? No, it also includes the users present, whether they are students or not. The part we will see together now is, of course, when you log into the course and want to know the students who are currently present in the course and exactly how many students are in the course. You go to users and groups and then select users. When you select users, a specific page will appear showing you detailed information about the student's data. Okay, only student data? No, he said it was meant for all existing users, regardless of whether they are still students. Whether it's a teacher or a cohort, they need to be listed here. Anyone who has been added and linked to this class appear here, along with their permissions or roles, whether they are a teacher, cohort, or supervisor. For the students, beside each student, it says student. The user count is below. Here, the number is simple, 7. I have one teacher, making students 6. For large numbers, click Show All to show all users on one screen. Notice the first and last names, the student ID or unique number, and the email is included. This provides data in the user list. Of course, the number here is simple, 7. I have one teacher, so the number of students present is 6. If the number is large, you can click on Show All to display all the students or users in the class on the same screen, so they won't be divided into different screens. You will also notice here that the first name of the student is present, the last name is there, the student ID or unique number is available, and the email is also included. So it gives me some data, as you can see in the users list. This is good, but also among the things we look at is the evaluation part. This is the last section we will discuss today, which is the monitoring center, the performance dashboard, and the course reports. We won't talk about the SCORM because that's not relevant to you. These are the 3 important things. The first name of the student is present, the list name is present, the collective number or the clean number is present, and the email is also present. So if it also gives me some data, as you can see in the list of users, We consider the evaluation part. Today we'll discuss the monitoring center, performance dashboard, and course reports. SCORM isn't relevant to you. Key points are the monitoring center, performance dashboard, and course reports. Let's look at the performance dashboard. You might wonder how it differs from the users list. There is a difference. It's similar but has extra columns. Specific columns are more detailed in the performance dashboard. It focuses on the performance of students, users, and teachers. I can check the last date the teacher joined the class, which was today, March 16th. The monitoring center, the performance dashboard, and the course comparison reports. Let's quickly take a look at the performance dashboard. You will see the performance dashboard. And you might ask me what the difference is from the users list. What's the difference? There is a bit of a difference. It's somewhat similar, but has some additional columns, like this column here. So this column is present, and that one was there, and the role was also included. But this specific column in particular, and this one have some additional details in the performance dashboard. As the name suggests, the performance dashboard focuses on the performance of the student, the user, and the teacher. I can now check to see the last date the teacher joined class, which was today, March 16th. So, this student enrolled in this course on October 19th, 2022. You see, that was 148 days ago. Therefore, the elapsed days here refer to the days that have passed since the last time the student accessed the course. So, 148 days ago, what does this mean? This is called the performance dashboard, which shows the student's activity or performance. When was the last time they accessed the course? It shows the date and the number of days. Is this useful? Yes, of course. What does it mean? It means that this student just logged in yesterday, which was only 1 day ago on March 15th, and their last login was on March 18 at 5:44 p.m. This student has been active for 697 days. 44 days hours. This student has been active for 697 days. 2 years is 697. All right, this is for you. If you want to see the part related to the student's entry and enrollment in the course. You can arrange past days to sort in order, useful for verifying student login claims. This is the performance dashboard. Dr. Ibrahim, you have your hand raised. Please ask any questions. It will show you the student who has been away the longest, and so on. This part is useful sometimes because if a student hasn't logged into the course for, say, 10 days, and then they come and say, yesterday I was trying to log in, doctor, for the test, and I had a problem. I can check here and see that their last login was 10 days ago. So I learned from here that the student, as we say, is trying to avoid responsibility. So you can't just do that with me. I can log in and see exactly when you last accessed the course. This is called the performance dashboard. Let's also check here. There's nothing in the chat. Dr. Ibrahim, you have your hand raised. If you would like to ask any questions, please go ahead. If you have any questions about the microphone, if this mark falls by mistake, then just let me know and we will continue immediately. The microphone is with you now. If you would like to use the microphone, that means while Dr. Ibrahim decides if he will ask a question, we reviewed the performance dashboard. There's also the monitoring center. The monitoring center tracks students. It helps find struggling students. For instance, if a student is inactive for 20 days, misses tests, or has grades at 25%, I track these students to communicate, help, or email reminders about inactivity or issues. The monitoring center aids in this. I can identify struggling students. If a student hasn't accessed the course for 20 days or isn't completing tests or requirements, if a student's grades are only 25% of the total, that's very low. I track these students to communicate or send reminders about inactivity or issues. The monitoring center helps by listing struggling students first. If a student has only 25% of the total grades, which is low, monitor these students to contact them, send reminders about course access or requirement issues. The monitoring center assists me. How it helps? It prioritizes struggling students. It shows 4 columns. One column shows missed deadlines. A grade alert might show if a student scored only 20% on tests. How does it help me? It highlights struggling students first. 4 columns: missed deadlines, grade, activity, and access alerts. Grade alerts show low scores, like 20%. Activity alerts show low activity, around 20%. Access alerts show no access for 20 days. The struggling students will show me 4 columns, as you can see here. There's a column for missed deadlines, which means there were certain requirements or assignments that the student didn't attend. For example, I might have a grade alert indicating a problem, like if a student accessed the tests or assignments but only scored 20% of the total grade. Or there's an activity alert indicating that their activity within the course is low at about 20%. There's also an access alert showing that a student hasn't accessed the course for 20 days. So it provides me with criteria based on which the system identifies the struggles the student is facing based on these aspects. Or there's an activity alert indicating that their activity within the course is low at about 20%. There's also an access alert showing that a student hasn't accessed the course for 20 days. So it gives me criteria based on which the system identifies the struggles the student is facing based on these aspects.